Good afternoon. A little bit earlier than I planned. Let's say 5 minutes, but I already registered for a race. So I'm just waiting for the practice to open so we can do a little bit of a warm up before we're jumping into the first race of today. And that is actually at Barcelona. It's been a while since Barcelona was in the rotation, I think. Feel like it's been like a month or something, but yeah. It's back on the rotation for the daily races. I also checked if there was a possibility to jump into the LMP2, but there weren't a lot of registrations for that race, so I just decided to go for the Sprint Cup, which is not a multi-class race, but just GT3s. But it's slowly filling, so let's jump in. We chose the Lexus. I think that's a nice car to drive, especially at Barcelona. So let's see. I think it's going to be a good week of racing, actually. Looking forward to this week. Let me load a setup first. This one. Yes. Okay, let's do some practice laps. Get familiar with the track again. As I said, it's been a while since it was in the rotation Barcelona, so let's just get to grips with the track characteristics. Should be fine though. It's one of my better tracks, I would say. High grip conditions, so that's not bad. Hey Martian, what's up? Well, thanks for hopping in for a little bit. Good luck with the working. I appreciate it. I hope the workday is gonna treat you well, even though it sounds like you're having a busy day. So good luck with that. Yeah, one of the reasons why I think the Lexus is a strong car for me at this track is that it has a couple of really slow corners, and the Lexus is just really good at slow mid-corner rotation. So like for instance, not this corner, because this is a medium to high speed corner, but this next corner, you can really gain a lot of time on other cars in this next corner. Because right at this point, the Lexus really does want to turn, and that really helps. Once the tires are properly up to temperature. Yeah, this is gonna be a good setup. Seems like the right front doesn't want to warm up just yet. Fanatec VT Elite pedals. Well, that's not the pedals I'm going for, actually. What's up, by the way? Good afternoon. I'll do. I'll do. I'll make sure to send your regards. We're getting to grips with the track again. Yeah, those podium pedals really look nice. But I'm leaning towards a different set of pedals. Doing a 132 that quickly with a purple last sector. That's looking good. That's a shame, that would have been a good lap. Okay, what was that guy doing? That looked really weird. Okay. I'm happy with that. I was using a safe setup, but that was working really well. Yeah, the V2s aren't too bad, right? They're actually pretty. Those are actually pretty good pedals already, I would say. Wouldn't stress about it too much. Yeah, I think a 142 low should be possible at some point with some more practice laps. I was happy with that setup. Really liked the rotation. I'm actually still pretty happy with the pedals I have currently. But yeah, I'm just looking towards a different set. Just to find that little bit of extra lap time, probably. Especially with the throttle modulation. That isn't the entirely how I would like it to be on the current set of pedals I have. But yeah, I'm still happy with them at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so 50 registrations. That's looking good. Flat pedal faces. Are you currently driving with uh, racing shoes or just with socks? I actually race with socks on, so. And the current pedal faces I have give some grip, but I wouldn't mind it if they were like a little bit more structured, like the face of the pedals. But yeah, oh shoes. Okay, yeah, yeah. I might consider switching to shoes as well if I get new pedals. It'll probably give me more control, I would say. Just a little bit of extra grip, I would think. Okay, what's the leaderboard saying? Oh my, they're already doing 141s. Oh man, that's gonna be 140s at the end of the week probably. Yeah. Oh really? Yeah, it's got. I think it's good to have like what you're saying as well, adjustability. You want pedals that like you can tweak them to your liking, and I currently have the T-LCMs, and the only adjustability I have is adjusting the brake pedal. That's basically it, which is fine compared to the price. Good afternoon, Dutch Travel Guy. So before I forget, but you might even see it in the chat history. I don't know if that's visible for you, but Martians said to pass on his regards as soon as you showed up. So there you go. He sends his regards. He's probably back to work right now. So you can still see it. Okay, that's cool. So I started a little bit later than yeah, you could say usual. I wanted initially I planned to start on at 12 o'clock, but it's actually my dad's birthday today, so we went out for a cup of coffee at a nice coffee place. I went with my parents to just celebrate his birthday for a bit. which was nice. So that was a nice way to spend the morning. Yeah, thanks. Oh, you did the 1 hour race? The one from last week? It was probably the last one you could pick, right? Before it dropped. How did it go? Did you get a nice result? Nice. 5th from the pits. That's really good. And, well, that's a lot of lap time gain. Nice. Well, Le Mans is on the schedule this week again. I actually want to do that race again as well. But I was looking at the registrations for the LMP2s, but they were like really, really low. There weren't a lot of registrations for the LMP2s. So it's gonna be LMP or GT3s probably. I'm gonna register for that. Because I just don't want to have a race with only 9 LMP2s. That's, yeah. Then you're probably also in a split with a lot of people who have really low or lower DR. And that's just an extra risk of losing a lot of driver rating if you have a shunt or something like that. So if it's a full split with LMP2s, I might consider it. But if it's only 10 registrations, I'm not doing it. I'd rather have a full split filled with GT3 cars than, yeah, driving with 10 LMP2s. LMP2 community nights. I think, like, but that's personal, right? But I think the better racing at the moment is in the GT3, simply because the field is, like, way bigger. Okay, let's do some qualifying. What's up, Chevier? Am I saying that correctly? Hope you're doing well. How much time do you gain with a setup? Yeah, well, obviously there's a difference between competing in a fixed setup race. Then there isn't a possibility to use a setup. Then you just have to drive with whatever fixed setup has been set for the car. But comparing like the standard or default setups in LMU to like setups from, for instance, Go setups, which I am using, I think there's a lot of lap time to find. But what I really like about it is that you have the possibility to choose from a safe setup, which is obviously more stable, and an esports setup, which is most of the time more aggressive, but then you're able to find obviously a little bit more lap time, given the fact that you, or if you can handle it the right way. But what I like to do is familiarize myself with track and car with the safe setup, and as the week goes on, I'm probably switching to the esports setup at some point, just to like compare. and to find that extra bit of lap time, especially in qualifying. But for most races, I just use the safe race setup. But compared to the setup I was using last time in Barcelona, I already found like 5th, 10ths. Because I was doing a 142 in the warm-up just now. So I would say there's some extra lap time to find. If I don't let the car snap like that. It's not fully... It seems like the right front has a hard time finding some tire temperature. But you could also, like, you could always try it for a month, right? You could just try a subscription for a month and then see if you like it. And if you don't like it, you can always, like... And it's personal as well, right? You don't know in advance if a setup is gonna work for you or not. It also has to suit your driving style, I would say. And it starts with picking the right car. So, for instance, the Lambo will probably be one of the better cars on Barcelona this week for one lap pace. But yeah, if you're not comfortable driving the Lambo, then there's no point in using it, right? Even if it has a fixed, or if it has a quick setup or not. So that's why I'm driving the Lexus, because I'm really comfortable driving the Lexus. Hey, Catch, what's up? Great to see you again. And the last time on Barcelona, I was actually also using a free setup from LMU Setup Hubs. That one really worked as well too. But I think the one I'm having now is a little bit quicker again. Hey, Bumpa, what's up? Our first channel member. Yeah, that's a title no one could ever take away. Okay, we should be able to do a 142. Ah, missed up the corner. purple middle sector, I even had track limits. Come on. Yeah, that's better. Come on. Oh, so close. I made a little mistake in the final corner. Otherwise, it would have been pole, I think. But I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Yeah, you could always try them out, right? And see if you like them. Yeah, I need to take a look into that, actually, Bumper. Good question. But I think it's gonna be Monday evening, maybe Wednesday evening, or no, I think it's gonna be Wednesday evening, and then probably every other week in the even weeks, the Friday, like just during the day. Let me load up the setup first before I forget. So how many laps? 20. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, probably on Friday, just during the day. And then maybe an extra stream on Saturday. So most likely, but it's not set in stone yet, Wednesday evening, every other week on Friday, during the even weeks, even week numbers, and then on Saturday. But I have to look into that a little bit. But that's what I'm leaning towards right now. And obviously, the amount of videos during the week will probably go up a little bit. I think you can definitely... Oh. No! Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's bad. It set me to the pitch. Oh, no. Okay, now we have a mountain to climb. Well, this might be not a bad thing, actually. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. Yeah, oh no. But it's the first race of the week, so let's just see what happens in turn 1. This doesn't have to be a bad thing, actually. Yeah, we always like a challenge, right? Let's just get it out of the way. Does this guy want to go in front of me? If he wants to, he can go. But now he can't see the light, right? How is he gonna see if it's going green?
Green flag, green flag.
Kinda weird, but okay. Let's see. Oh, apparently he can. We should be comparable in pace to this guy. So no incidents? What's this? Oh, somebody off. More casualties. Yeah, tire's definitely not warm yet. Okay, we need to be sensible about this. Yes, we forced them into a mistake. It's going well. That's 2 other cars. Oh, they went deep. Oh. A little bit of a gap now, but... Oh, more yellows. Come on. Pace is there though. Oh, another accident. And another one. They're dropping like flies. Yeah, we're having the pace. But it's gonna be more difficult every lap, I think. Oh, yellows. What's that? Nice 180 spin. More yellows. Oh no. Crazy, crazy stuff. He was facing the wrong way.
Lap 143.32.
Okay, almost back into the top 10. So let them battle a little bit and then see if I can pick up the pieces.
Time 143.44.
Yeah, he's gonna dive bomb. Watch this. Oh, yellows again. Come on. There's no need to touch me in a straight. Group of cars ahead. Yellows. He probably lost it.
Lap 143.64.
Okay, I'm losing a little bit of time here, I think.
Lap 144.53.
Yeah, something's gonna happen. There he goes.
Lap 144.46.
Oh man, what's up with the dive bomb? You dive bombing me, I'm dive bombing it back. Oh, big crash. Was that intentional? By the Porsche? Couldn't see, but I only saw the BMW crashing out. Oh, another crash. P7, wow. Oh, another crash. The amount of crashes in this race, it's insane. I just want to give a shout out to the driver in P1 as well, because that was the one who started from the pit also. And he's already driving in P1 again after 12 laps. That's some insane skills. The BMW in P4 is all over the place. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. He's all over the place. I love that corner. It's such a great corner for overtaking. They never expect it somehow. Oh. He had a snap.
Lap 144.13.
Whoa. I think he's having issues with his tires.
Time 143.90.
Yeah, I need to try something here. He does like to move at the last second. Taking it. He's just moving. He's reacting to what I'm doing. That's gonna make it pretty hard to overtake if he's just moving back to where I'm going. Yes, come on. Yeah. He was overslowing like crazy. I didn't mean to touch him, but... he was just constantly moving. That was my fault, I apologize to him, but... he was also making it really hard to, like, race. I'll take a look at the replay. I actually wanted him to continue his race, but he snapped the car while going back on the throttle, I think. All the BMWs are really struggling with the tires. Oh man. It's just not enough. Oh, well, I'm happy with that result. That was a really good race. For first race. Yeah, he was really twitchy. Oh yeah, she had a warning badge. Well, that explains a lot. He was really moving about. That was like crazy. Well, going back to P4 after starting from the pits. That was actually really solid. I think it could have been P3 actually if we weren't held up that we were stuck behind him like for 3 laps. Yeah, thanks you guys. Yeah, he did some questionable going into turn 1. I went for the fake out to the left and then back to the right, and as soon as I did that, he completely followed my moves. That was really yeah, interesting to say the least. I think it was this guy, right? Lots of DNFs. Okay, let me just... Yeah, so I lost 2 positions, but I started from the pits. I think it was... Let's just take a look at the replay. Want to see... You think he was defending nicely? Yeah, I'll take a look at the replay, but he was doing some questionable double moves, mate. The tap was probably on me, but he was also overslowing. We have 10 minutes, so we can take a look at the replay, but he did some questionable things. Let's just register first, and then I'll load up the replay. Because I made a move into turn 1 from the outside to the inside. Yeah, double moving on the braking. I don't think that's a nice defense, if you ask me. I wouldn't do that. Obviously, I didn't mean to tap him, but he really overslowed in that corner. Probably because he had something with his tires or something. This was the lap, right? I think it was this one. Was it this one? No, it was this one. Yeah, so... Just to explain, there is space over here. I see that there's a gap, so I go to the left to lure him to also go to the left. Watch this. So, I need to go back a little bit more. So I'm going to the left. He's also going to the left. I dive bomb or do a fake out. It's not really a dive bomb because it's way before the braking zone. And as soon as I go to the right, he goes to the right again. Which makes it impossible to do overtaking. That's just a double move. That's not the way you should defend. If he wanted to defend the inside, then stay on the inside. But don't go to the left as soon as I go to the left. And then also go to the right in the braking zone. Because we're both on the brakes. when I'm on the right side of the track. I don't think that's... And now I have to avoid him, so I'm moving to the left because he's blocking my path. What he should have done was just defend the middle or defend the inside, but don't go to the left and then go to the right back again when I'm moving to the right as well. That's just reacting to someone behind you. And I think he had issues with his tires or something, because he overslowed here a lot. Yeah, so he's fully on the brakes in this corner. So he's fully on the brakes. And there's no need to... I wasn't expecting him to go fully on the brakes in that corner. So yeah, I tapped him, but I wasn't expecting him to slow down that much. That's why the difference is all of a sudden like totally gone. And yeah, I shouldn't have driven into the back of him, but I also wasn't expecting him to slow down that much. And then I stopped. I stopped here, but he was like really eager to go back on the throttle, I think, which made him spin out. This definitely wasn't intentional. Yeah, so he's just slowing down way too much. And then I waited, but yeah, I wasn't expecting him to... I don't know what he was doing, but... If that didn't happen, he could have just continued, and I would have happily let him take the place again. So yeah, that's pretty much it, basically. But all in all, it was a good race. Yeah, probably. I think that's it. I totally think that's it. He was just too focused on what's behind what was happening behind, instead of just driving the normal lines. And I think he had some issues with his tires, because it looked like he was struggling on the rears. Which is to be expected, actually, because the BMW isn't that great on tires, so... Yeah, I think that's it. But he was like double moving a lot. Because I also made a move into turn in, what's it? I think it's turn 5. This turn, this really slow left-hander. And then he also, yeah, sort of blocked me. So... But yeah, I apologize if I tapped him a little bit. That wasn't intentional, but... Yeah, I think that's the risk of racing when you overslow that much in a corner. There was no need to slow down that much for that corner. But besides the incident, I'm really happy with how the race went. Yeah, yeah, that's it. There was no bad intentions from my side, so I can look myself in the mirror and say that it wasn't intentional. That's all there is, actually. I think that's it. It was a nice fight up until then. Or up until the defensive questionable moving in the braking zone into turn 1. I was actually really enjoying it. He was making it really difficult to pass him, so yeah, I think you're totally right. It was an honest mistake. It was a nice challenge, though, to go from pit lane to P4. I enjoyed that very much. We're actually on P12 in the leaderboards. That's also pretty cool. That's nice. Yeah, it'll probably improve very quickly the lap times in the race. Seems like the middle sector is the sector where I can like really gain some time. Final sector is okay-ish. I also think this is a like a good sprint race. This format, just single GT3s and then just 18 laps of flat out pushing. I think that's really good. This is a good track for me as well. I like this track. Okay, I'm not starting from the pit lane this race. Let's see if we can match the qualifying time of the last race and then go from there. He said report. Yeah, he's free to do so, right? Right, next race. Let's see. How's the... Okay, so it also seems that people are interested in seeing Le Mans, so we're also gonna do Le Mans the next... after this, we're gonna switch to Le Mans, I think. Oh, seems like we have some warning and probation badges in this split. It's still split 1 of 2 though. It has rained this week? Really? The prototype race? The silver prototype, or what was it? Ooh, that's a challenge. Is it raining during the entire race or just a part of the race? Well, let's do qualifying first. Just the parts? Oh, cool. Jack's streaming as well. Yeah, we're gonna switch to that one after this race then. That's interesting. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Then you might actually want to start from the pit lane, because a rainy race start, that's carnage guaranteed. Okay, first lap. Yeah. LMP2 or LMP2 in the wets? That's some tricky business. Okay, that's the first lap.
That time was a 1:44.07.
Yeah, the Lambo is really quick over 1 lap. Oh, messed up the corner.
Time 1:42.97.
There's some lap time to find. He did a 140.9. Wow.
That time was a 1:42.32.
Well, it seems like we're best of the rest, sort of. Spa also has rain. Oh. Should be interesting as well. 141, wow. I'm happy with that. That's 6/10 quicker than the last qualifying. Nice. Okay. So I think the Spa race is the one, that's the WEC experience, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we might also try that one then. Bit of rain to spice things up. We're surrounded by warning badges.
And drivers go to the grid for
Start. That's worrying. But yeah, if you start from the pit, then you also have to overtake people with warning badges. So I think there's no benefit in starting from the pits, actually. But yeah, a race start with rain and then track evolution to a wet damp track. That's actually pretty interesting. Should be a fun race. We'll try that one after this one. Yeah, that's true. Well, we're not going to take any risks into turn 1, so let's just see what happens. If that means losing 1 or 2 places, it's fine.
Formation lap has started.
I think the Lambo is going to be long gone anyway. Based on his qualifying time, he was like 1.5 seconds quicker, so I'm not expecting a chance on a win here. Just trying to get some heat into the brakes. Okay, let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, crashing behind. What? He just turned in like I wasn't there. Unbelievable. I was fully alongside, right? Well, it's gonna be last to first again. Oh, total carnage. That's a nice double overtake. I'll take it. Yeah, this is going to be spicy as well. Oh, crash. Oh, that's the leader. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, mate.
Time 1:45.75.
Round the outside. Nice, it worked. More yellows.
Lap 1:43.85.
Oh, I lost the car. Stupid mistake. Yeah, now it's gonna be difficult. mate, I'm there. Ooh, the car is really loosey-loosey. Why is he flashing me? I didn't squeeze him, right? I felt I left enough space in the inside. Oh no, what are they doing? That's looking spicy. Whoa. What a dive bomb. Oh, what's this? Oh my. Did the Ferrari just take him out or what? Well, he has a warning badge, so we should be careful, I think. Ah, no, he has to draft. Oh, there's a big group of cars in front of these guys. Thank you. Oh.
That time was a 1:44.38.
Ah. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just... What? He was totally steering into me.
Time 1:46.73.
I couldn't do anything. We're definitely in the trenches, so to speak. Oh no. Yeah, race over. It's stuck in neutral. Oh man. It's stuck in neutral, yeah. Oh man. That is insane. That's a weird bug that sometimes happens, and it's stuck in neutral and I have to restart the wheel. That's unfortunate. That was the worst time for it to happen. That's really unfortunate.
Time 2:03.8.
That's a shame. Oh, somebody lost a tire. Oh, more yellows. Oh no. What was happening there?
Lap 1:44.67.
Oh no. So Yeah, the racing has been like really good, but there's also like there've been some weird defending maneuvers. Well, let's see if we can gain another place in the final stages of the race. Oh, yellow, so yeah, that doesn't surprise me. No! What am I doing? Yeah, race over anyway. Doesn't really matter. I think it was the damage that like made the car a little bit loose. But after that neutral bug, the race was over anyway, so it's okay. I'm just glad I didn't take anyone out with that. It's Murphy's Law, right? Anything that can happen will happen.
Lap 2:00.07.
Let's try and put in a good lap time at least.
That time was a 1:43.
Yeah, the pace was there, definitely. Doing 143.4s with damage. It's a shame about the first lap takedown. Could have been a really good result. Again, but those things happen. Oh, whoa. Unless something happens, it's gonna be P23. It is promising that the race pace is there, though, for the rest of the week. Oh, yellows. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, it could have been a really good result if we didn't have that incident in the first lap. I'm getting a question. Oh, look. It's on 8. I guess he wanted to know why I had more top speed probably than him. Well, that's nice of him to say. He thought it was a good battle. I got damage off rip. Yeah, same for me. What happened in the first? I felt like he turned into me, but that's easy to say in the moment. Let's see. Let's just take his perspective. Yeah, so I'm leaving him space even more than I need to. But then I have a better exit, of course. So there's tiny little... Yeah. Is that on him? I think that's more on me than on him, probably. I mean, there is overlap. I was there, right? But maybe I took a little bit too much speed into it. I just want to see the angle from above. Oh. Where's it going? Yeah, this doesn't... That's annoying. I wanted to see the angle from above, but... What do you guys think? I probably took a little bit too much risk there. There is overlap. Yeah. I shouldn't have made that move, but... I was confident he would leave me some space, but he didn't, so... It's probably more my own decision making than that it's his fault, but... Yeah. I mean, there is overlap, but it's probably my own fault taking that much risk into, like, the... Yeah, I'm also carrying way too much speed, so... Yeah, he turned in, but... It's my own fault. It's not really his fault. I felt like that in the moment, but it's mostly my own fault. And I also think I did a good job with, like, letting go of the brakes to go off the track to let everybody pass. Which made it a last to first challenge. Yeah. It's a shame. Yeah, that's also to be expected, right? Losing the trusted badge after a race like that. It's okay. These things happen. Yeah, we had a lot of race contacts. Okay, not the best race in that regard, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's only one thing you can do, right? That is learn from something like that. So I felt like really racy, and that's probably was what made me overconfident, you could say. So yeah, looking back, it's just my own fault. Um. So which? Oh, it's not. Which one is the? Is it this one? Yeah, that starts in 45 minutes. Yeah, that's a little bit too far away. I think we're gonna have to save that for tomorrow because that's a long wait for now. Let's just do Barcelona again. I can't really wait that long to sign up for that race. That will be a 45-minute wait, so that's a little bit long. Yeah, I think that's a nice goal to have, right? Platinum SR. You should get there really quickly, I would say. As long as you keep getting those results from the pit lane, it's gonna be fine, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't do the Le Mans race, but it starts at 10 or what is it? 10 before 4. That's just too long of a waiting time. There's not really another race I can do in between. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this one again. It's okay. It's actually pretty fun, this one as well. Yeah, you should. Yeah, that's 1 or 2 races away, I would say. You should get there fairly quickly, I guess. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up in a lower split now because we have the good driver badge instead of the trusted one. So it wouldn't surprise me if we end up in a lower split. Yeah, especially the longer races. If you pick like the 1 hour races, I think this weekly race is also a good shout. I might do this one as well this week. I think this one is a good one too, because it usually is like 3 times the multiplier for both SR and DR. So as long as you finish the race, your SR will probably skyrocket. I might do this one tomorrow, actually. But I also want to do the Le Mans race, so let's just see. Because the schedule is saying every hour, right? Yeah, so it's every hour. Yeah, so we might end up starting with this one tomorrow, and then depending on how the racing's going, we might jump over to the weekly race or keep on doing this one. This should be a fun one as well, right? I can't click it right now. That's a shame. I wanted to see what the weather conditions are like. Yeah, this is a fixed race, so that's not really interesting. This one has some interesting weather dynamics as well, I think. Yeah, and Bahrain is not my favorite track. So I don't know about that one. Could be one to try though at some point. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's totally true. And probably also a little bit more strategy, especially if there's a pit stop. You can do like an undercut or an overcut. You could try something different in the longer race. That's usually pretty cool as well. And there's also the 6 hours of Spa. Yeah, I wouldn't do that solo. That's a little bit of a stretch solo. This should be fun though. I can't see if this has a... It looks like a dry race. Yeah, this one should be pretty fun. Especially because it's also Hypers, P2s, and GT3s, so no LMP3s. Should be a fun one. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the longer races, that you can try different strategies and do something different. Obviously, this is just a sprint race, so it's just flat out till the end of the race. It would be cool if they added a race on Barcelona with some rain. That would be really interesting. I do like the racing on Barcelona. It is a good track for racing with GT3s. There's like multiple corners where you can really try something. Let's see. Oh, it seems like there's more people registering for this race. Also, other content creators, as far as I can see. Should be interesting. Ooh, that's a lot of... Even 2 probation badges. Ah, George is in here as well. He's driving the Porsche. Is he streaming? I guess he's streaming. But yeah, 2 probation badges? Oh no. Let's load the setup. Let's see. Bruce 3. Nice. Yeah, depending on where we qualify, I might consider just starting from the pits. Because I would really like to have the trusted badge back. Should make for... Yo, what's up, Renovatio? Offenders race on Paul Ricard's punishment. Well, in all seriousness, I think it's really good that they introduced a system like this with the badges, but it does need a little bit more tweaking. Yeah, I'm doing good. We actually had 2 races. One unintentional last to first challenge, which ended up in being a last to P4 challenge, which was really cool. And then I made a mistake in the second race, which also made me end up in the last place. And then we were doing really well. We were going back up to P14, but then my wheel bugged. So it got stuck in neutral. And then the only way for me to solve that is to restart the wheel. So I lost like 10 places. And yeah, from there the race was over. Had some damage as well, so that didn't go to plan, so to speak, but it's all good. But yeah, I'm having a good day actually. It's apart from the racing, as I was saying earlier, it's actually my dad's birthday. He turned 74 today, so I'm actually. We went out for some coffee in the morning, just to celebrate, which was really nice. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool that he turned 74 today. Something to be proud of, actually, I think. So that was nice. And then, yeah, we started the afternoon with some racing. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Okay, let's put in a lap. Yeah, that's true. Totally true. You can't win all the races, right? There's so many things you can't control in real life racing, but also sim racing, I would say. Sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. I try to look at what I can learn from each race, just pick out, like, for me, what felt like a deciding moment. So, for instance, the last race, looking at the replay, I was like, okay. During the race, I thought the Ferrari driver who was next to me drove into me or cut me off. And then looking at the replay, yeah, I came to a totally different conclusion. And just saw that it was my own mistake, being too eager to, yeah, go down the inside at a high-speed corner. And that actually introduced the entire mistake, so... That's something I take with me for this race. Be a little bit more careful in the first lap. Yeah, the McLaren is really tricky, especially that challenge, that Logitech G challenge. That setup is so weird. They obviously made it quick, or at least that's my personal feeling with it. I think they made a really quick setup, but it's also on-off or something. So I totally get what you mean. That's better. We're not too far off here. Come on. That exit. A lot of Porsches in the... Come on. That's better. Come on.
Time 1:41.
Oh!
76.
Oh, we're so close. Wow. Okay. 4/10 off George. I wasn't expecting that. That's actually pretty good. Good qualifying. Happy with that. Okay, so 19 laps. Yeah, a floaty feeling. That's what I would describe it as well. Yeah, you might want to try a different brake bias. A little bit more to the
Drivers,
front.
go to the
Could
grid
help.
for a race start.
I wasn't expecting a P3 in this split. I'm happy with that. That's not too bad at all. It's 38 drivers. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can keep up with Peppa Pig.
Formation lap has started.
Yeah, I think the Corvette in P4 is gonna have, if he just has a normal launch, he's gonna jump me because the Corvette's really quick off the line. Let's see.
Green flag, green flag.
Yellow's behind. Yeah, they're quick. I'm not expecting them or me to keep up with them. But you never know, they might have a little scrap or something. Okay, McLaren behind me did or the Lexus behind me did the fastest lap. People coming out of the pits. Oh, big crash.
That time was a 1:42.71.
I'm hoping he's gonna let me past, actually. That would help. Hello? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that did cost of a lot of lap time, but somebody else coming out of the pits. Yes, thank you.
Time 1:43.04.
So far, so good.
Time 1:43.17.
Yeah, P1 and 2 are obviously way too quick for me.
Time was a 1:42.0.
But I'm happy with how it's going so far.
Time 1:43.06.
Corvette's quick though, behind me.
Time 1:42.56.
Good lap. Good lap. Come on. We might get a little bit of a tire advantage starting from now. Sorry, I'm not chatting really much, but I'm really focused.
That time was a 1:42.80.
Oh, yellows. Yeah, fourth gear is not the way to go in that corner.
1:42.99.
Oh no.
Time 1:42.85.
Come on, keep it consistent.
That time was a 1:42.98.
Seems like they're having a good battle for P1 and 2.
Lap 1:43.3.
This is a bad lap. Yo, what's up, Otto? Hope you're doing well. Had a really weird force feedback spike in that one corner. This is a really bad lap. Okay, final lap. Keep it together. Ah, that yellow flag totally threw me off. Oh, that was a solid race. I'm happy with that. Looking at the people who finished in front of me, I'm really happy with that. Are you waiting for the missus at the bus station? Yeah, thanks for the GGs. I'm really happy with that result. That was a really solid race. Good race pace as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. If you take a look at the drivers who finished in front of me and take a look at their race pace, this was really good. And we had like 0 incidents as well. So that's really a really good result. Let's just take a look at the race start. I want to see something, because I think something happened behind me. Let's just see. That livery on the Porsche. Peppa Pig. I think something happens with this McLaren. But I'm not sure, so let's just take a look. George actually did a really... he tried to do a send around the outside. Let's take a look at this first. Yeah, that didn't work. Nice try, though. Let's take this perspective. I want to see what happens behind me. Oh, there goes the Ferrari. Oh, he did a 360, but then... Oh, that's some bad luck. I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so 3 wide into the first corner. That's not gonna work. Oh, he was... Oh! What? Oh, no, you gotta be kidding me. This is the same driver as yesterday. So, for those of you who weren't in the stream yesterday, we had someone, this driver, intentionally sideswiping into someone on a straight at Le Mans to take him out. But then he also took out like 3 other cars with him because he tapped the guy on his right tire on the rear. And yeah, the guy crashed and eventually other people drove into him. But it's the same one, and I think he does the same thing. Yeah, this is 100% intentional. He's steering straight into the back of his car. It's the same driver. He did the same thing as yesterday. Yeah, it's the same one, right? How is this guy not permabanned? He's doing the same thing. Look at the steering angle. I mean, he sees he's there, but he steers to the left. He's next to him. And he just steers to the left. Because he knows if he taps him on the rear, he gets spun. Yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same thing. So did he actually finish the race? Yeah, he did in P7. So let's just take a look at his first lap. I want to see if he what happens. Yeah, it's 100% intentional. Look at the chaos he causes. All the other cars, all spinning out and crashing out. That's unbelievable, man. That's insane. Let's see if he does something else. I don't think so. We need to take a look at the replay. Yeah, this was a really good race. Yeah, apart from the invalid lap, it was a perfect race. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, it's the same driver. How does he have a trusted badge? So, just to clarify, I'll show you the replay from yesterday. And it's not that I'm trying to single him out, but you can't race like that. Was it this race? Yeah, I think it was this one. But I just want to clarify that this is not a single incident. I would have expected him to be reported after yesterday already, but maybe they haven't reviewed it yet. Yeah, so it's the same driver, 100%. Same avatar, same name. Was it a BMW? Or was it this Ferrari? I can't remember. No, yeah, it was this the BMW. I think. Yeah, it was this lap. Or was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So watch this. It's exactly the same. This is even worse, probably. Yeah, it's this. It's this. This is on a straight. Exactly the same thing. There's no need to do this. Yeah, so it's exactly the same thing. Yeah, I totally don't understand how you can get away with stuff like that. But it's exactly the same thing. That should be a report. Well, yeah, I'm happy with with my own race, though. I was hoping to get the trusted badge back after that race, but apparently we didn't do enough. Yeah, so close now. We need a couple of more good results, and then we're in silver 2. Should be a good week for it. I like racing at Barcelona, so. But that's it for today, guys. I have other stuff to do, so a little shorter stream than usual, but I'll make up for it tomorrow and on Thursday probably. So the streams tomorrow and on Thursday will be a lot longer. I might even consider doing 2 streams on Thursday, so one during the day and one in the evening. So yeah, if you want to join then, you're obviously welcome to do so. And thanks for joining today. Thanks for all the co-analysis ship. And hope to see you again tomorrow, and otherwise maybe on Thursday. But I will also be streaming on Friday. So the next 3 days will be there will be more live streams. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, moral support. Exactly. No, I really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks again. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all being here, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. And otherwise, maybe another day at this week. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And